Hello, welcome back to Carly's Creations. I'm Carly, and I'm following up today on the tumbler I was working on with the Northern Lights Live. It wasn't quite coming out the way that I had hoped, and that happens, and that's okay. So instead, I know a lot of you were like, don't strip it. I didn't strip it, but I added more glitter to it and random patterns. As you can see, it's kind of just splotched all on there. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to make one of the Jurassic Park mom tumblers out of this. So I've been wanting to make one. I haven't had a chance to make one yet because I've been so backed up with orders. So I'm excited, and I'm getting ready for Mother's Day and a big fair coming up. So I thought this is the perfect time. And you guys have been requesting for a Peekaboo tumbler. So we're going to do it all at once. So this part, like you saw, I mean, I laid the glitter, it has a layer of epoxy, and that's where we are right here. So I have my images right here, and I will weed some of these here so you can see them. This is the dinosaur right here. The hardest part is the teeth, because they are so incredibly tiny that A, the machine doesn't really cut them, B, they come right off. So what I did is I kind of pulled the top part of the vinyl off as carefully as I could, and I put it aside because it has some of the teeth in there. So my plan is to, once I get this on the tumbler, to kind of plug in the teeth a little bit that way versus trying to get it onto the transfer paper, because that's not going to work because these teeth are so tiny. So I'm just kind of plugging away at the image here. Oops, got my little thingamabob. Okay, so let's see, you're going to want to take out, okay, so this image, as far as weeding it the right way, you're going to want to take out the background. So obviously you're going to leave the dinosaur, and you're going to take apart right here, and then the inside, the solid part in between the letters, you're going to take out as well. So there's a big piece, and you can find this. I found this image on Etsy. I bought the file off of there. They have tons of different ones. This one came with different words that you can change it, so motherhood or fatherhood or teaching, you know, grandparents, anything like that. Came with a bunch of different ones, so just be very careful. Pull very slowly. Okay, and then you're just going to take out the center of your letters, just like you normally would with any other image. And I know you guys have asked before where I got these little tweezer things. They were in a swag bag that I got from Lily and Rose. I think she has them on her website. I can't for the life of me find them to try to offer them to you guys. But if you check on her website, they should be there. Okay, so I'm just going to get these last two little parts. They're good for these little tiny pieces right here. All right. And then there's one strip, which I know you can't really see, kind of right in the middle, and we're going to take that middle piece out. So that way you have an outline. Like so. All right, so our dinosaur is ready. So there you go. So that should be your image. Oh, shoot. Okay. So I had to recut an image, so I got that recut, and then I just go ahead and weeded all those, so that's not fun to watch over and over again. So now what we're going to do is we're going to start to place our vinyl on our cup. And what you have to remember with Peekaboos is that where you place your vinyl after you spray it or paint it and peel it off, that's what you're going to want to see. So make sure that you're putting it in a place in an area on your cup that you're going to want to see that part of the glitter, if that makes sense. I hope that makes sense. Because what you're going to do after you spray it is you're going to lift this vinyl up, and then hence the name Peekaboo, right? All right, so just very carefully get all these pieces off. Okay, so see the teeth? This is what I'm talking about. The teeth are, well, interesting. The teeth are a little challenging, I'm not gonna lie. They're so tiny. But you can't have a T-Rex without teeth. It's just not right. Okay. Almost. Always the last letter that doesn't want to come off. There we go. Okay. So I'm going to fix this little part right here. Okay. there we go. Goodness. All right, so let's see. So now we're going to look on the tumbler to find the spot. Okay, so I think I'm going to go right here because we got a lot of different colors going on. And we're just going to hope it looks right. Okay. So I start and I lay it down in the middle and then kind of gently push to one side and then gently kind of push to the other side, just making sure I get all those little pieces laid down. There we go. Then once you get it down, then go ahead and press hard and make sure all your vinyl is stuck to your cup. And this is a permanent vinyl. I don't suggest doing permanent vinyl for Peekaboo, but I ran out of the non-permanent vinyl and just didn't feel like ordering more, to be honest. So it'll still work. I mean, it's not gonna hurt your cup. But if you spray it and then forget about it and try to come back, you know, a few hours later or something like that, crazy, then it's going to be harder to get off. Okay, so you want to just make sure that your image is completely pressed down, because we're going to go spray paint this once we have it all down, and if it's not, like this little part wasn't down, and so the spray paint would get in there and it would kind of defeat the whole purpose of the image. So just make sure you don't have any bubbles and it's down where you want it. All right, so now the next one is I have the hashtag Mom Life. All right. We're going to put that down here towards the bottom and just try to center it as best as you can in the middle, and then I go to one side and then the other side, just like before. Okay, press it down nice and firm. Okay, now let's see, we're going to do some footprints here, and I am going to keep reusing this transfer tape. I can probably use this up to 5 or 6 times in a row at least. I love this transfer tape. It comes in a huge roll and it lasts forever. I'll link that below for you. So I think I'm going to do a foot pattern on the back. Let's see. I think I'm going to do a foot pattern kind of coming up towards the back here. There we go. Get some more feet. And we're just going to make a little trail kind of going up the cup here. Just make sure when you pull that transfer tape off, you're not going to rip it. It's not a Band-Aid. Go slow. All right, one more and then we'll add some claw marks. All right. Let's see, so we have our foot marks coming up to here, and I don't want it to quite run into the image there. Alright, so we have a trail kind of going up the back. Another thing that you want to keep in mind with these is that usually from what I see is people will kind of do the geo look and they're going to rub off some of the parts there. So if that's something you're planning on doing, make sure that you do leave room for that. Okay, so now I got some claw marks here. Okay. And I have no plan as to where I'm putting these. I'm just kind of putting them in places I think they might look good. Right, so I'm going to put some down here. All right, there we go. There we go. Okay. Maybe another set right here. I have no idea how this is going to come out looking, but I'm hoping it's going to come out looking cool. Okay. I have one more little claw. We'll do it just right up here at the top. Okay. All right. Whoop. So there we go. Okay, so remember what I said about the teeth? And I'm sure this is not the best way to do it, but these little stinkers are so small. So I just saved the little piece of the vinyl with the teeth on it. And I'm trying to kind of pluck them out one by one, because it seems the only way that I can get them out. They're so tiny. Look at that. Can you even see that? That's how tiny it is. But if you don't have the teeth, T-Rex ain't gonna look right. Okay, so I think the last video cut out because my memory ran out of my phone. Okay, so we have all of our vinyl on the cup and the places that we want it. So now we're gonna spray paint it. Now, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do a black layer and then I'm gonna top it with a white layer. Because if I wanna decide if I wanna start kind of geoing it a little bit and rubbing through that, I want that little bit of black to show through. It's okay. It kind of goes with the look of the cup. Not dirty, yeah, but you know what I mean. You know. Okay, ready? So let's go ahead and spray paint it. When we spray paint the tumblers, I'm going to do just little tiny bits. If you do too much, you're going to get drip marks, and you don't want drip marks on your cup. So we're just going to do little spurts, holding it far back. This is the hard part, I'm not going to lie, spraying part all over the glitter. Okay, and this is a flat black that I'm using, the Rust-Oleum. I always just use the Rust-Oleum brand. It just works out great for me. This is a quick drying one. I will probably do 2 coats of the black and then we will come back for the white. Okay, so we're back and our black is dry and I did get good coverage on there. I just did 2 lighter coats of it. I'm not going too crazy with the black. And then we're gonna make sure we get the full coverage with the white. So the white, I'm gonna use just a flat Rust-Oleum brand again, and we're gonna do the same thing. Make sure it's shaken up really well. You're gonna need a couple of light coats to avoid any drip marks. Okay. All right, so I'm just gonna go that light, and it'll probably take about 3 coats to get full coverage. And then when it's dry, then we'll start taking off our decals. Okay, so we're back and our spray paint is dried. And you can add, I forgot to mention, you can add another layer of color. So if you wanted to do like black and then a teal or purple and then a white, the more colors you do, the more colors that will kind of show through. So just so you know, but I just decided to do black and white this time. All right, so now we're gonna very carefully start to peel back our vinyl. And then you will get to see where your glitter is. And this is the part, to me, where the whole cup kind of comes together. And you cross your pretty fingers that it looks good. These little vinyl pieces, man. It's like getting the little last piece of tape stuck on your finger and then you can't get it off, no matter how hard you try. This can be a lengthy process, so I'm not going to bore you with all of it, but I'm going to do some of it so you can see it kind of start to come together. I think these are especially fun for boy moms because they're kind of a fun boy cup. I have 4 boys, as most of you know, and so for the longest time I was hunting down all the boy mom stuff that I could find. Because you gotta embrace it, am I right? Same with girl moms. I have one friend that has daughters, and her daughters love dinosaurs. That I've actually made Jurassic Park cups and dinosaur cups for her girls, but with girly glitter. It's awesome. Alright, almost done with this name, and then we'll go towards the dinosaur there. And if you haven't yet, make sure you join my group. We are growing rapidly and we're having so much fun. I just did another big giveaway. Oh my goodness, sorry guys, my phone keeps cutting out, telling me I don't have enough memory. So I deleted a bunch of things, we should be good. Okay, so I did get the mom life off, and then the claw marks here and the footprints. And this is why right here, why you want to do just random colors of glitter all over your cup, because look at how it changes. It goes from teal to purple to green to teal to purple and then to like a light purpley silver, and then in here it pulls in all the different colors. So that's what makes this cup so fun. I did save part of this image to show you. It's a little hard getting these little pieces there. These teeth are going to be the death of me. Hold on. Okay, try that again. This is my favorite part. It's like very therapeutic. I don't know why. Don't ask why. I don't know. But it's so fun. Look at. Okay. And then you're just going to keep plugging away, and eventually you'll get there and get all these pieces off. And then once we get all of our imaging off, all the vinyl, is when we will do a couple little geo spots. All right, here comes our dinosaur. Okay. Be very careful. It was so fun. So fun. Now those little boogers of a teeth, we're gonna have to get right back off. Carefully. My kids are on the trampoline, so don't mind them. You can see them bouncing right outside the door. It's actually nice out today. We're getting some outside play in. All right. Sorry for the rambling. And do this one little piece and finish the dinosaur, and then I'll come back for the geo part, so you don't have to sit and watch this whole piece. All right, so there's our dinosaur coming through. I love all the colors. So fun. So now we got to get some of these teeth off. That's when these little guys come in handy. I just pluck them right off. Okay, so I'm just going to keep plugging away those teeth and we'll be right back. Just kind of in within these spots to just give a little bit more of a geo look to it and kind of rough that cup up a little bit. All right, so we are at the final stage. I'm going to go ahead and put a final coat of epoxy on it and we will see the finished look. So I hope you enjoyed it. I hope this was helpful and that you make one, because they are a lot of fun to make and they all come out different and they're just a really cool looking cup. So don't forget to like and subscribe for more videos. I'll get some more tutorials out there for you. Join my Facebook group if you are on Facebook for giveaways and sneak peeks on new products and all kinds of fun stuff. It's Carly's Creations, Tumblers, and more. And we'll see you over there. Have a good one. Bye.